Today I'm going to be flying from. I'm in Stuttgart right now, as you can see, which is one of my favorite German airports, and we're going to be flying all the way to Budapest. And this will be in the. Going to be flying Lufthansa today, so check out that beautiful plane right there. And that's what we're going to be taking with us to Budapest. So strap yourselves in, and let's get this party started. All right. How is everybody today? I know a lot of people are cold, but I know because got a winter storm sweeping across the US. Therefore, I decided it'd probably be easier to fly over Europe. No smoking signs. Auto. Resupply on. Gonna put our gears onto generate fuel pumps. There we go. Okay. Maybe this screen a little bit, maybe that screen a little bit, and bring this armrest up. Look at these cam light. Okay. And of course our thrust is in reverse for some strange reason. Hence, I use a Logitech throttle, or I use a Logitech joystick, so sometimes the plane will just start in reverse, and I'm thinking, what? Okay. Brilliant. Okay, so we got that APU fire test done. And go ahead and turn up some floodlights here. Up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at our fly pad here. I don't even know if they call it the fly pad with Phoenix, but it's an iPad. And send this data to the MCDU. Brilliant. And then we're going to load aircraft boarding and refueling. We go to ATSU, AOC menu, flight init data request.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
And I'm going to go to init. I'm going to put in a little bit of data here. We're flying from Stuttgart, EDDS, going to Budapest, LHBE. Budapest. Okay, and our flight number is, since we're Lufthansa, we're DLH. I don't know why Lufthansa uses DLH as their designator, but what are you going to do? And cruise profile of 40. Okay. And here's what's amazing. We're gonna fly over the Alps at 23,000. Apparently that is the dedicated, that's the cruise altitude for today. We're gonna get some beautiful views of the Alps over Austria en route to Hungary. We're runway 17, and we're on the DKB4 hotel departure here from Stuttgart, and I'm going to put in that departure. And now I'm going to turn around and open up this door and see if our jetway connected, because Stuttgart's got some interesting jetways. They're huge. Let's see if people actually board. That's the interesting thing with GSX is it really depends on the airport. We got some nice hills around Stuttgart today, and the weather is gorgeous in Stuttgart. If there's anyone from Germany watching this, what's up? Okay, so we're gonna get the fuel going here. Get some guys. I want to see if I can go into drone mode.
The truck arrives and ask to do it.
Love using drone mode.
Passengers boarding started.
We've got these guys from Chevron here. Fuel up this plane. Anybody's watching, just let us know what your thoughts are on this. And this guy looks serious. He's ready to go. Ready to get this plane fueled up. What is going on, sir? Okay. Waiting. Patient. Come on. Alright, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so personally, I've never gotten to visit Stuttgart or Budapest. I haven't been to either place, but if anybody has been there, I'm curious what your thoughts are about those places. I want to visit both of them as soon as possible. My wife actually has family in Budapest, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we got some fueling going on here. And go over here to this truck. There he is. Alright, let me get us fueled up here. Okay, so because doing Phoenix, I gotta go back into the cockpit.
Fuel system to
Gonna go to my MCDU here. Gonna go to MCDU menu config, and then I'm gonna go fuel.
Hello.
This number's gonna tick up because we're getting fueled up. So, yeah.
Welcome on board.
And then while that's going, I'm gonna get my Navigraph window set here.
Hello?
Okay. Hide this panel. This.
Good morning.
Add.
Hello. Darf ich Ihren Bordpass sehen?
Add Navigraph.
Good
And
morning.
don't just say.
Darf ich Ihren Bordpass sehen?
Okay, here we go.
Karte bitte.
Now we got the stat window going, 'cause you gotta have the stat window. Okay, so because we're in Europe, I'm actually gonna have to write out my clearance. So just a tip for any of you who are considering doing VATSIM and you haven't done it before, if you're in the US, most likely you're gonna get a pre-flight clearance through your ACARS on vPilot. But if you're flying over Europe, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to actually request clearance with words from the airport. And today at Stuttgart, we've got a full complement of VATSIM coverage. We actually have delivery active. So I'm going to talk with delivery. Let's see. So I'm going to say delivery Lufthansa 4811, Airbus
Darf ich Ihren Bordpass sehen?
A320neo. Stand, let me take a look at what stand we're at. Stuttgart doesn't have a lot of stands, so their stand map is actually pretty easy to understand. Okay, so I'm at stand 13. We have
Morning.
information. So today we have information Lima. Lima. UNH. What is QNH today? QNH 1022.
Good morning.
Okay. West IFR clearance to Budapest. Okay, so we've got our clearance written down.
Hello.
So I'm also going to go ahead and just adjust the altimeter right here. It's already in hectopascals for Europe because, you know, in Europe it's hectopascals, in America it's inches of mercury. So I'm gonna
Darf ich
put
Ihren
on this
Bordpass
QNH
sehen?
here. And then I'm going to go ahead and check the frequency. So today in Stuttgart, delivery is active. So I'm going to go ahead and set the radio to 121.915. I like to set the radio manually because it kind of adds that extra sense of realism here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and listen in on delivery.
Hello.
And
Hello.
okay, so there we go. So we got delivery active. And go ahead and check the MCDU again here. Okay, so it looks like we're all healed up. And so now all I need to do is go in here and add waypoints. Now, Europe, I love you, but you gotta have less waypoints, guys. I mean, seriously, there's so many waypoints over Europe. Goodness gracious. When you fly over America, there's like 2 waypoints. Fly over Europe, there's 10,000. So
Darf ich Ihren
I'm gonna
Namen?
go ahead and start entering these in. So we got Dinku,
Hallo.
D-I-N-K-U. Okay. And
Hallo.
after Dinku, we've got L-E-T-K-U. Okay.
Hello.
And O-D-E-G-U.
Darf ich Ihren Bordpass sehen?
I love how if you listen closely, you can tell the flight attendant has a German accent. That is crazy cool. A-M-O-S-A, Mimosa. Okay. And then
Hello.
K-E-G-O-S. Okay.
Hello.
A-N-E. Sorry, there's a lot of waypoints in Europe.
Hello.
We're getting closer to the end here. E-R-E to go.
Welcome on board. May I see your boarding pass, sir?
N-O-G-R-A.
Willkommen an Bord.
N-I-K-U-S.
Karte bitte.
I-P-A-M.
Good morning.
And E-E-M-U.
Good morning. Hello.
Alright. We got a B-O-R here at the end too. There's gonna be a bunch of these.
Hello.
Oh, there's only one. Okay. Okay, so we've got that loaded in. Now we're gonna very quickly load in our arrival. So our destination is Budapest. Our expected runway, again, we don't know for sure that this is our runway, but our expected runway is 31 left. So we're gonna go R02 hotel arrival. And it doesn't list our transition, but I think it's baked in. So now we gotta go ahead and check for flight discontinuities here. So we need to clear this flight continuity. And we need to keep this flight discontinuity because this has to do with our landing. So we're gonna keep that one. If you see manual right before discontinuity, probably keep it. I mean, check your maps obviously, but you probably want to keep it. Okay, so we're going to go to init. We're gonna go to the right. We're gonna send the fuel data one more time, but on top of that, we are going to go to our pilot brief. We've got an average wind of positive 21, so we got a nice tailwind. That usually is what happens when you're flying west to east. Flight over Europe, or the weather over Europe is great. Okay, so now we're gonna go to performance, and we're doing flaps 1 takeoff. Okay, and if you have Phoenix, you get this nice calculator here, which is beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and bring in these values. Okay, for our VSpeed. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now that we've got that in, we've already got our altimeter set. So I'm gonna call into delivery in just a second, and hopefully they're still active. And I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna have a conversation with them to get us cleared for our flight. So let's have a conversation with delivery. Stuttgart delivery, hello, this is Lufthansa 4811, Airbus A320neo at stand 13. We have information Lima, UNH 1022, request IFR clearance to Budapest.
Lufthansa 4811, Stuttgart delivery, a very good evening to you. Check information Mike please, thereafter cleared to Budapest via the Dinkelsbühl for hotel departure, Delta Kilo Bravo for hotel departure, flight plan route, climb to altitude 5,000 feet and squawk is 1,000.
We have information Mike on board, cleared to Budapest via the Delta Kilo Bravo 4 hotel departure, initial climb 5,000, squawk 4,000 for Lufthansa 4811.
Lufthansa 4811, squawk is 1,000.
Oh, sorry, squawk 1,000 for Lufthansa 4811.
Lufthansa 4811, read back correct.
Okay, so we survived the readback section of this flight, which is great. So now, goal here is to, now that we've got that clearance, so you go ahead and enter in our initial altitude that he gave us. So he said our initial climb is going to be 5,000, and we're going to enter in our squawk. So in Europe, oftentimes it's pretty simple. In case we're going to squawk 1,000. He told us to. And yeah, so now I'm going to get this plane started up. Let's start the APU. This already started here. Alright, so what we're going to wait for is now that we've hit the APU, button and the APU start, we're going to wait for this switch to show avail. In the meantime, you can sort of see the APU numbers tick up down here. So, anybody out there has been playing Flight Sim 2024, I'd love to hear your experiences, how things have gone for you so far. I know it's been rough for some, but it's been smooth for others, so curious what your experience has been. Okay, so we've got these APU numbers ticking up, so we're getting closer and closer to being ready to push back. When this gets to the avail, then the avail will also show up above us. Okay, so now I can start APU bleed, and okay, the aircraft is loaded, so yeah, I'm going to disconnect external power, going to turn beacon lights on, strobe lights auto, okay, and come down here to this, okay, and go back to Phoenix mass and balance settings. Okay, so we've got 180 people on board, we've got 4,640 kilograms of cargo, we got our fuel. Okay, so now what we know is we're ready for pushback, so I'm going to tell GSX to prepare for pushback. We don't need de-icing.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
So we're going to, let's take a look outside the plane for a second. Let's go out here. Some fresh air outside. One thing I love about GSX is you get a really cool looking experience.
Hello, Captain.
When
We are ready
they're
for
getting
pushback.
ready for pushback for the plane. So let's take a look at what they do. Zoom in here a little bit.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Alright, so we're getting closer and closer. We're going to have a vehicle pull up in just a second. Yes, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and request our pushback clearance. Alright, let's just go ahead and take another quick look at what they're doing here, because I love the realism.
Locking.
Look at that. That is beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in the cockpit really quick and ask for pushback clearance. Stuttgart delivery, Lufthansa 4811 is ready for push and start.
Lufthansa 4811, startup is approved for push, contact ground 118.605. Thank you for flying from Stuttgart today. See you, bye bye.
Contact ground on 118.605 for push. Thank you so much, Danke. Have a great day, Lufthansa 4811.
See ya, bye bye.
Okay, so I'm gonna contact ground now. We've been handed to ground. And ground is 118.605. So go ahead and give ground a heads up what we're doing. Okay. 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 So alright. Stuttgart ground, hello. Lufthansa 4811 is ready for push and start.
Lufthansa 4811, Stuttgart ground, hello. Pushback and startup approved, facing west.
Push and start approved, facing west, Lufthansa 4811. Okay, that is an interesting command, to face west. So our tail's gonna go to right.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Okay, so we're taking chocks and cones off, GPU off.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Okay, so we have now started the back process here. Get a look at the outside of the plane. Okay, so we've got that tug connected. Man, it's beautiful in Germany today. Here in America, I wish we could borrow the weather. Borrow Germany's weather today. Got a winter storm sweeping across the whole place. Okay, so my guess is engine 2 is pretty much fully started now. Okay, engine show avail. Switch to middle. Okay. I'm gonna turn off APU bleed. Turn off the APU, don't need it. I'm gonna arm speed brakes. Collapse 2 for taxi. And
Unlocking gear.
runway turn off light on, taxi light on. Alright, so now we're gonna ask for taxi instructions. Go ahead and do that. Stuttgart ground, Lufthansa 4811 is ready for taxi.
Tow truck disconnected.
Lufthansa 4811,
Bypass
taxi
pin
to rolling
removed.
point runway 07 via Mike Lima 3 and...
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Taxi to runway 07 via Mike and Lima 3. Sorry, I didn't hear the last part, my fault. Lufthansa 4811.
Lufthansa 4811, taxi to rolling point runway 07 via Mike Lima 3, Oscar and Kilo.
Taxi to runway 07 via Mike, Lima 3, Oscar and Kilo, Lufthansa 4811. left onto Oscar. Oscar! Okay. So Kilo, our final turn up here.
Lufthansa 4811, contact Stuttgart Tower on 118.805. Bye.
Contact Stuttgart Tower on 118.805. Thank you so much, Danke, Lufthansa 4811. 118.805. Okay, so let's go ahead and that. Alright. So, contact. Stuttgart Tower, hello, this is Lufthansa 4811, about to turn right onto Kilo for runway 07.
Lufthansa 4811, Stuttgart Tower, Gude. Wind 080 degrees, 8 knots, runway 07, clear for takeoff. Have a nice flight, bye.
Runway 07 clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 4811, good day. Okay, so now my main job is to get this prepared for takeoff here. So before we actually take off from this runway, need to hit a couple things. So very quickly, landing lights on. Takeoff lights on, strobe lights on. Gloves. Okay. Alright, let's punch it. Here we punch it. Like the Millennium Falcon. Our throttle just a little bit whenever we start seeing lever climb go up here. Okay, lever climb. Gonna bring down to climb. And it's still shining. Okay. Beautiful view here in Stuttgart. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so we've reached our S speed, flap 0. I'm gonna get handed off here in just a second, I know. View. Gorgeous. bet we'll get some additional instructions in just 1 second here. Okay, well. Take a look at that same map. Coverage above Stuttgart at the moment. Not. Okay. Yeah, I think they forgot about us. Okay. Go ahead and start making our way up. In Europe, we switched to standard altimeter a little bit sooner than we do in America. Because in America it's 18,000 feet no matter what. In Europe, it just really depends on the country and where you're at.
Scott Tower, good evening, you're in 3 Mike S07.
Doing Lima Echo Scott Tower, hello. Wind 0 is 0, keep 8 knots on 07, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 07, you're in 3 Mike.
Stuttgart Tower, hello, Lufthansa 2 Mike Alpha, 15 miles out, I-07, localizer.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Alpha, Stuttgart Tower, hello, continue approach.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Alpha.
November and contact Stuttgart ground 118 605 over.
2nd left on November and 118 is 605 for your wings 3 Mike, over.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Alpha, wind 080 degrees, 8 knots, runway 07 people left.
07 PTLN 2 Mike Alpha, danke.
Alright, the seatbelt lights are off because we've reached cruise altitude.
traffic cancellation for the tower is some of the arrival expecting that it is possible to do that. Now that is getting a bus for the
Budapest, and we're now about 250 miles away from Budapest International Airport. Very excited to go to Hungary for the first time on flight sim. Weather is gorgeous. We're gonna get a little bit of mountain views off to the right of the plane in just a second. So just got anything to say? Also, just give me a shout out. Josh, hey, my man. Hey, he says nothing better than watching a good flight on a snowy day. I absolutely agree, Josh. It is. I don't know about you, but the weather outside my window is pretty wild. The snow is blowing sideways, so yes, it is great to get to do a flight over. Actually, right now, I guess we're over the Czech Republic, or Czechia. I think I'm saying that right. Check my pronunciation of Czechia. But that's, in fact, we're flying not too far from Prague right now, if my map is correct. But yeah, thank you, Josh. Thanks for the support, bro. Good to have you here watching. And the weather is so much better in Germany than it is here in America today. Let's just put it that way. Anybody out there who's been Josh just said, have you been to Europe before? Yes. Yes, I have. I had the privilege of going to the UK, and I had an absolutely fantastic time. I went to Scotland. I went to Stoke-on-Trent, England. I was in the Liverpool area, and I went with my dad when I was 13. It was one of the greatest things I've ever gotten to do. I love the UK. The UK is fantastic. Josh also asked, is there a particular European country that you would like to visit more than others? I mean, I can't speak very well on this issue because I've only been to one. I've only been to Britain. But if I went back to Europe, I would probably go right back to Britain because I loved it so much. I particularly love Scotland. The Scottish people are amazing. They're very outgoing. They're very gracious. They're very kind. They have just a wonderful culture. I love the city of Edinburgh. I think I'm saying that right, but Edinburgh is amazing. The history, if you walk down the street on the Royal Mile, which is the street that goes out from Edinburgh Castle, it is a beautiful place, a wonderful place, rich in history and culture, and I would love to go back to Scotland. And I also love Glasgow. Glasgow is also great in Scotland. And Inverness. I've been to Inverness. It's very cold. I went in September, or actually, I went in October. And Inverness was so cold, there was no pair of mittens that could stand up to those winds, but it's a beautiful place, and I would love to go back. Absolutely love to go back to Scotland. got radar trying to contact us from Batsum, so let's get connected here. Okay. LZBB control 134.475. Okay. 34. Where the fuck did you? Alright. Let's see what the name of this radar center is. Probably be good for me to
Lufthansa
know.
1 Uniform Yankee, contact Budapest 122.975.
Contact Budapest 122.975, Lufthansa 1 Uniform Yankee. Good night, good evening.
Bratislava radar, hello, this is Lufthansa 4811. I am at flight level 230, inbound Pepir.
Lufthansa 4811, good evening, Bratislava radar contact.
Okay, so we just made contact with Bratislava radar. They're running the airspace over what appears to be the northwest corner. Bratislava radar, hello, sorry, this is Lufthansa 4811. I want to just confirm I've got that waypoint right because it's not on my flight plan at the moment. You said Alpha Tango in India Charlie Oscar, right?
Correct, Attico, Alpha Tango, India, Charlie Oscar.
Thank you so much, Lufthansa 4811. Okay, so he's got us on a interesting flight path here. I do not have this waypoint. As I know, I do not have this waypoint in my...
Lot 5, Kilo Foxtrot, contact Warszawa 125.450, over.
1540, contact Warszawa. See you.
So, I can figure out what he's talking about. See if let's see if this is still the runway we have programmed. That's still Vector Alice approach 31 right, of course. Okay, so we've got a different runway that's being used at the moment. Okay, so at least we know our transition. Oh boy. Okay, let me just get this figured out here. Okay, so 31 right apparently is the runway of choice now. Arfo 2. Okay. Okay, so where would we go after Antico? We go to Bravo Papa 865. Okay, well in that case we're going to have to clear a lot of stuff from our flight plan. He wants us to go directly to Antico, so clear it, clear RFox, we're going to clear Bravo Papa 870, we're going to clear 871, 872, Wolfpax, Bravo Papa 874, clear Nicro, I can do this manual here. And we're just going to clear this to come on there. Okay, so we've been given, goodness gracious. Okay, so we're basically going straight into Budapest. And because we're within 100 Lufthansa
4811, descent flight level 130.
Descent flight level 130, Lufthansa 4811. Okay, good, good. So we're gonna get some, got some winds to start going down. Okay, let's go to performance, because we're within 100 miles of the airport. So there's some things we need to enter into the flight computer. Altimeter at Budapest right now, 1028 hectopascals. Temperature, -2 degrees Celsius. Fantastic. Winds variable at 1. So yeah, I forget how to enter that in actually. Okay, so I'm gonna put 3,000 in the engine out for go around because you never know, and 1,500 for thrust reduction altitude, and that is because we look for 1,000 feet above the airport elevation. That's what we're going for right here. So we are in descent mode, as you can see on our MCDU. Is good. That's what it's supposed to be. And yeah. Okay, so I believe we will definitely be able to get down to our altitude time. And guys given us Bratislava radar has given us a massive shortcut. Saved off a lot of time off our flight path. Thank you, Bratislava.
Bratislava control was 910 with you, climbing to flight level 240. Good evening.
Is there 910, good evening. Bratislava radar contact.
Go ahead and Budapest approach in our standby, because I know we're going to get switched to them very, very soon. Probably in the next few minutes. Clouds.
Wizard 910, flight level 360.
Climbing flight level 360 with 910.
Gonna turn these seatbelt signs back on.
Lufthansa 4811, contact Budapest 122.975. Bye bye.
Contact Budapest approach on 12.975. Thank you. Have a great day, Lufthansa 4811. Okay, so just as I thought, we're being handed to Budapest approach. We're gonna listen and make sure. That's another thing on VATSIM. One thing that's really good to do is don't talk immediately when you switch frequencies. Wait and listen to see if anyone's talking to each other, so that way you don't break someone's conversation. Budapest approach, hello, this is Lufthansa 4811. I am inbound at Tico at flight level 143, descending flight level 130.
Lufthansa 4811, Budapest approach, good evening. Sarah Stefan, identified descent to 9,000 feet altitude by the QNH 1028, expect ILS 31 right.
Descent to 9,000 feet, QNH 1028, expect runway 31 right, Lufthansa 4811.
Sky 356, proceed direct to Nika, November India Charlie Romeo Alpha.
Direct to Nika, Sky 356.
Okay, so we got a lot
Budapest
of
approach, Ryanair 94 Hotel Zulu, passing 3600, climbing 7000, keel up to Lima.
Ryanair 94 Hotel Zulu, Budapest approach. Good evening, sir. Seaman identified. Bonsoir. Read the contact climb flight level 180.
5180, Ryanair 94 Hotel Zulu.
Lufthansa from Yankee, confirm clear to approach 31 right.
Lufthansa from Yankee via Attico, clear the 31 right, report established.
Measure via Attico, clear the 31 right.
Okay, so I'm going to take a look at our ILS chart, because we need to know.
285, proceed direct to Arsin.
Direct to Arsin, to Jet 280.
Okay, so we are low in transition altitude. So I'm going to go ahead and I have to give this thing speed brake. Give it a little bit of speed brake because we need to get down in speed. We also need to get down in altitude. Getting very, very close, y'all.
Lufthansa from Yankee, establish ILS 31 right.
Lufthansa from Yankee, contact Tower 118.1. Sziasztok, jó leszállást.
Budapest Tower 118.1, Lufthansa from Yankee, köszönöm szépen, szépen sziasztok.
Ryanair 94 Hotel Zulu, proceed direct to Begla.
Direct Begla, Ryanair 94 Hotel Zulu.
2Jet 285 for higher contact Budapest radar frequency 120.375. Thank you for flight, bye bye.
Lower our speed a little bit.
For higher, Budapest 120.375 to Jet 280. Bye bye.
Wow, Hungary is pretty. Look at that.
Ryanair 94 Hotel Zulu, contact Budapest radar frequency 120.375. Sziasztok, jó utat, jó leszállást.
Budapest 120.375, thank you, good day, Ryanair 94 Hotel Zulu.
Au revoir. Lufthansa 4811, descend to 6,000 feet.
descend to 6,000 feet, Lufthansa 4811. Okay. 6,000. And we're also going to give it some speed brake because we really need to get down quick. Don't have time to mess around here. And we could make pretty close. Got her really. Lower it down to 220. Well, we're in beautiful Hungary right now. We're about to land in Budapest. The wind is pretty calm, which is great. Good to have calm wind if you're landing.
Sky up 356, turn right heading 220.
Turn right, heading 220. Sky 356.
We're down at 6,000 now. So I can go ahead and engage this deep brake. And flaps ready here. And 2 miles. I'm going to localize it.
Sky up 356, continue to right heading 280. Clear as approach runway 31 right, report when established.
Sky 356, turning to... repeat please, Sky 356.
Sky up 356, turn right heading 280. Clear ILS approach runway 31 right, report when established.
Great view of Budapest here.
Turn 280, report when established, Sky 356.
Okay, so we're within 15 miles of the airport. We're going to be landing very soon, hopefully well. And waiting for instructions for approach. We're waiting to get handed to the tower pretty soon as well. Get a pretty good view of Budapest right here along the river. There's some beautiful scenery down there. Photogrammetry is still coming along. That's why some of these buildings look like triangles. But it'll get there. Hey, there's a stadium there. That's cool. I can't tell if that's a stadium or that circular Apple headquarters. I'm just kidding. I don't think they have Apple headquarters in Budapest. But, yeah. Great.
Sky up 356, would you like to make a visual approach?
Sky 356, visual approach.
Sky up 356, runway 31 right threshold about 10 miles ahead of you at 11 o'clock. Report when runway in sight.
Okay, so we gotta sort of wait and see when we're gonna go into approach mode, because
Budapest approach, hello, Austrian 629 on flight level 146, descend to flight level 130, inbound Attico.
Austrian 629 Airbus approach, good evening, guide any flight, descend to 6,000 feet altitude by the QNH 1028, expect ILS 31 right.
Establish Sky 356.
Sky up 356, contact over 118.1. Have a safe landing, bye-bye.
QH 1028, Austrian 629er.
Contact 11.8.1 by type request.
That was unique. Just bye. Of course, altimeter has changed. Now 1.9. What's that? If your altimeter's not set right, then your landing won't be right. Back. Unless you eyeball it. Eyeballing it in Airbus doesn't always work.
Austrian 629er, turn right heading 160.
Right heading 160, Austrian 629er.
Yeah, thanks, Josh.
Bluetooth 4811, descend to 3000 feet.
Send to 3,000 feet to Lufthansa 4811. Yeah, thank you, Josh. Yeah, it is kind of a cool approach to have these clouds right above.
Austrian 629er, you can turn in back to Attico.
Turn back direct Attico, Austrian 629er.
Apparently, a lot of approaches from the airport run through waypoint Attico. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a speed break. We really need to get down altitude-wise. We're a little high on the profile. Yeah, this airport is pretty outside the city. It reminds me of Denver. You know, Denver's airport is like way outside of Denver. So.
Budapest approach. Good day, this is EasyJet 9 Charlie Bravo, the flight of 180 descending 130.
Easy 9 Charlie Bravo, Budapest approach. Schönhaben Subsonial 75, you descend to 10,000 feet altitude by the QNH 1028. Expect ILS 31 right.
Expect LS 31 right, descent flight level 100 QNH 10. Can you repeat the QNH for 9 Charlie Bravo, please?
Lufthansa 4811 by Artico, cleared ILS 31 right. Report established.
Cleared ILS approach 31 right, port 1 established, Lufthansa 4811. Okay, so we just got our ILS.
Easy 9 Charlie Bravo, QNH is 1028.
1028 for 9 Charlie Bravo, thanks.
Okay, we got some mountains in the background. That's cool. I don't know which mountain range is close to Budapest, but that's beautiful. Airbus telling me about my speed brakes. Get it. Okay. So, here for the ILS approach, we're supposed to report when established. Establish in just a second here. Beautiful trees down there. Okay.
Call 629, descend to 3,000 feet.
Descend 3,000 feet, Austrian 629er.
Okay. So, there's good. We got a little bit of a crosswind here, almost a tailwind, which is interesting. Budapest approach, Lufthansa 4811 is established on the ILS for runway 31 right.
Lufthansa 4811, contact Budapest over, frequency 11 decimal band. Have a safe flight, bye-bye.
Contact Budapest Tower on 118.1. Thank you so much, have a great day, Lufthansa 4811. Okay, so we're going to contact the tower. We are getting very, very close. We also need to blow down. Like, now. Budapest Tower, hello, this is Lufthansa 4811. I am established on the ILS for runway 31 right, 6 nautical miles out.
Lufthansa 4811, Budapest Tower, good evening, runway 31 right, clear to land, wind variable 1 knot.
Clear to land, runway 31 right, so Lufthansa 4811. Okay, so we've gotten our landing clearance. Landing gear is down, flaps full. Let's go ahead and make sure our lights are good. Okay, lights are good. So here. You're very close.
1,000.
We don't have any weirdness. Crosswind is definitely getting a little calmer the lower in altitude we get, which is normal. Cars on the highway. Not my best landing, not my worst either. So good question, Josh. So I do manually land. Now, there is a weather glitch in Flight Sim 2024, so I have to keep the autopilot on until I'm only about a couple hundred feet above the runway because there's this weird glitch with the winds lately, but I do land manually, yes. And at that time, it went okay. Could have been better, but what are you gonna do?
Sky 6, Budapest Town, confirm my gate is 3 Alpha.
Skyap 356, negative, it's 38.
Confirm Sky 356, gate 38.
Budapest Tower, hello, this is Lufthansa 4811, clear of runway 31 right.
Lufthansa 4811, welcome to Budapest. Continue taxi via Alpha and contact ground on 121.910.
Thank you, continue taxi on Alpha, contact ground on 121.910, Lufthansa 4811. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and contact ground here because they're probably waiting on me. And they're probably like, what is he doing? 901.
Skyap 356, hold position.
Skyap 356, Budapest ground, hello.
Budapest ground, hello, this is Lufthansa 4811, taxiing along Alpha.
Lufthansa 4811, Budapest ground, hello, taxi Alpha, then enter the apron via Lima, gate 44.
Taxi via Alpha, then enter the ramp via Lima, gate 44, Lufthansa 4811. Okay, so...
Visa 867, request push and start.
Very friendly.
Visa 8677, stand by for a moment.
Very friendly airport. Thank you.
Budapest ground, Sky 356, on taxiway Alpha 4, request gateway 36.
Skyap 356, negative, please continue straight ahead and make a left turn and again a left to Romeo 220. It's 2 left turns and the first turn on your left. You have already missed so many taxiways, sir. And brake, stand by everyone, please. I have to restart, reconnect. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, I believe you said 44, so we're going to make our way to gate 44. Looks like they've got somebody on radio that's not, but it's not me. But Josh, thank you for the compliment on the landing. I definitely, the profile was pretty low towards the end there, so I had to make kind of a correction at the end, but thankfully everyone on board seems to still be in their seat. Okay, so I'm going to make a left.
Skyap 356, please continue straight ahead, make a left, and then stand 220.
Stand 220, left, turn, Sky 356.
Okay, so stand
Wizard H677, start up and push back approve, facing exit point Papa 1.
Push and start approved, facing north, Visa 8677.
So, even though the line ends here, GSX will probably only connect me to that jetway if I pull forward much. So, go ahead and bring my flaps up. And let's see if we can get close enough to that jetway to where GSX will actually connect it to our plane and we can actually see people. That would be. Okay. Back down. And okay. Got to get the plane.
Skyab 356, please disconnect from the server. You have been so many times already the intersection.
Skyab 356, roger. Thanks for controlling.
So somebody who is flying KLM.
All stations, I have to restart my software. Stand by.
Jetway will actually connect. That's what it doesn't, and we tried.
Austrian 629, welcome to Budapest, taxi to gate 43 via Alpha, Lima and Romeo.
Okay. I think there's a chance it will connect to our plane. We're this close. There's a custom jetway thing with GSX that they're working on, and anyway, let's see if it works. Okay. Go ahead and start the APU. We probably should have done earlier. If there's any real pilots out there watching, you'll probably correct me and say, hey, it's just that APU, like it's in. But yeah, Josh, that's a good question about manual landing. I mean, I definitely land it manually below a pretty low altitude because in Flight Sim 2024, there's this weird thing where if you disconnect the autopilot at around 1,000 feet, which is where pilots normally are supposed to disconnect, you get these weird, strange crosswinds that are like 40, 50 knots, and they come from a direction that is not related to live weather at all. So even if you have live weather enabled, you're going to get these weird winds that don't reflect the real conditions, and they'll blow you off course. And I don't know where that comes from or why it's happening. I think Microsoft, I was told on Discord, it looks to me like Microsoft is working on the issue, which is good, but their live weather definitely needs to be tweaked a little bit. So yeah, that's why autopilot stays on until I'm just a couple hundred feet above. But as soon as they fix that glitch, I'll start disconnecting at 1,000 feet, where I'd like to disconnect. Lower that. Oh, okay, let's turn off both engines. I'm gonna get that awkward light thing. 3, 2, 1. Yep, there it is. And let's see if GSX connect this jetway to our plane. Fingers crossed. I give it about a 50% chance. Wait, does GSX even realize that we're at a different... I'm going to restart GSX. trick that I learned the other day. Try to get GSX to realize that I'm actually at my arrival airport. There.
Austrian 629 on block.
Requested.
Austrian 629, thank you. See you later.
Thanks for the service, job.
Come on, guys. You can do it. Do it, GSX.
Budapest Tower, good day. This is CZ-Jet 9 Charlie Bravo. Established runway 31 right.
Apparently GSX.
Easy 9 Charlie Bravo, Budapest Tower, good evening. Continue approach runway 31 right, keep speed 180 until 6 and 160 until 4 DME.
180 until 6 and 160 until 4 for 9 Charlie Bravo.
Easy 9 Charlie Bravo, vacate via Yankee.
Vacating via Yankee for 9 Charlie Bravo.
Budapest Tower, very good evening there. 41, established runway 31 right.
Reserve 41, maintain minimum approach speed, continue approach runway 31 right, expected landing clearance.
Maintain minimum approach speed for runway 31 right, expect late clearance, reserve 1.
Okay. So we can hear the passengers, but we can't see them. Apparently it said the jetway wasn't close enough. Kind of fun.
Officer 8677, request taxi.
With Air 8677, taxi to holding point Alpha 2, runway 31, left way exit point Papa 1 and Alpha.
Well, hey, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this flight. If you enjoyed watching this, subscribe and have an amazing day.
With Air 4.